That was a mouthful right there.
Yeah, buddy.
Welcome to Over the Years. My name is Tim, and I love vintage items. I hunt for treasures and bring you the ultimate prizes of antiques, collectibles, and vintage decor. Join me, my dukes, my girlfriend Josie, and other guests as we search for history. Monday, Monday, boom, 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 boom. It is Monday. We are live in the storage unit parking lot. It is another Monday, Manic Monday. So it's time to grab some orders from the unit. Let's do it. Okay, so we are live in the storage unit. I gotta do some work in here, so maybe I'll do a video showing you guys around the storage unit a little bit as I reconnoiter things, because there's a lot going on in here, and I have like 9 boxes of inventory at the house, at my mom's house, that I need to bring here and load up. But for now, let's just go ahead and start pulling some orders, folks. Folks, that is a wrap at the storage unit. So it's time to get this stuff back here in a box, head back to my Duke's house, and get to packing. See y'all soon. And we are back in the Over the Years basement. I've pulled orders. We had a good weekend. We made sales on 4 out of the 6 platforms that we sell on. So I'm going to go ahead and run through these items for you guys and give you guys a little bit of information on them as we go along. So we are going to start with Etsy. First up on Etsy is going to be this nice vintage Royal Sealy brown sugar bowl with lid. It's a nice little jar, canister, whatever you want to use
Grease
it for.
jar, whatever, sugar bowl.
Yeah, so it's kind of got that mid-century feel a little bit to it as far as the design goes. And the buyer was all in for $18.98. All right, next up, I really love this piece. And as you can see, it still has a tag on it because this is one of the items that we brought to the flea market with us. This is a vintage 1930s Beaumont glass pink satin Art Deco Sphinx powder jar Toussaint King Tut. That was a mouthful right there.
Yeah, buddy.
So as you can see, it's got a lid on there and everything. It's not the easiest thing to take off, but yeah, super Art Deco shape, style, really beautiful piece. Alright, so the buyer is all in on this piece for $59.49. Next up are these cute little set of 4 tin elite trays made in England, and they all have pictures of places in Paris.
Paris? Oh, but they're made in England. Cool.
So yeah, so
Ooh la la.
that's those 4 right there. And the buyer is all in for $25.04 on those 4 trays. All right, next up is a vintage Fostoria glass Virginia dark blue vase, which I forgot at the storage unit. I thought it was here, but I guess it was at the storage unit. So I gotta go back and grab that. Next up is another Flow Blue plate. As you guys know, we have been doing really well lately on Flow Blue. This is a antique Johnson Brothers Kenworth is the name of the pattern. As you can see it right there. And it's got a nice scalloped edge, and this is a dinner plate. And the buyer is all in for $114.63 on that plate. So, Flow Blue has been doing really well. Alright, next up is this little guy. This is what you call crackle glass. It looks like it's all cracked, but it's purposely made like that. This is a vintage Kanawa glass, blue crackle glass, little mini pitcher. Cute little guy. I love this color.
Nice.
Alright, next up is a vintage satin glass Amberina. Little small pitcher as well. And the buyer is all in for $27.71 on that item right there. Next up, another nice antiquer. This guy. So this is a antique 1899 Riverside Glassworks uranium glass tumbler. And the buyer is all in for $62.05. Alright, next up is we have sold, so we made some sales obviously during the week, last week, that I haven't shown anybody like in a video. But this is going to be our 3rd or 4th piece of Pyrex that we've sold from our Pyrex cleaning video. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link up there on the top of the screen for you guys if you want to watch that video on how we clean Pyrex. But this is a vintage Pyrex Snowflakes white on turquoise oval casserole dish with lid 043, and the buyer is all in for $55.82 on that. Alright, next up is these beautiful jadeite. These are antique consolidated glass company. They are a paneled shell jadeite uranium glass shaker set. And the buyer is all in for this pair for $62.27. Alright, last but definitely not least, woo! This bad boy. This is a vintage Spode Copeland Spodes Wicker Dell teapot. And I picked this up at a flea market that I normally never go to. It's more of like the flea markets where they sell, you know, not necessarily like antiques and stuff like that. So I got this for $5. I was pretty stoked when I got it. I remember walking around the parking lot with it, and people were looking at me like, "Where did you get that?" Like, you know, like they couldn't believe that I found it there. So yeah, it was a great buy, great steal of a price. And the buyer is all in on this teapot for $124.51. So that is everything from Etsy. So now we're gonna go ahead and show you guys what sold on eBay. All right. So first up, model kits. I always buy model kits if they're still in the box sealed. And this one was a Rebel 1969 Camaro Z28 1/25 scale model kit sealed. And I took a best offer for $10.99 plus shipping. Alright, next up is these are a set of 3 vintage copper nesting jam preserves or fish kettles. Sometimes that's what they're referred to. Wow, there's like an echo when I talk to you. So these were listed on Etsy for a little while. I took them to the flea market, no luck. They sold for a best offer on eBay for $149.99 plus shipping. Yeah, so you got, there's 3 of them, as you guys can see. All right, next up is, this is new in box sealed Sony CyberShot DSC W120 7.2 megapixel digital camera, and it's pink. Can't really see it, but it says it's pink, so pink it is. And took a best offer of the buyers, $44.99 plus shipping. Next up is this gorgeous set. So this is I remember my mom and I found this set at a thrift store. It's the teapot, creamer, and sugar, and it is in immaculate condition.
Look at the little cupids. Aren't they cute?
Yes. So, I took a best offer on these, and the set sold for $189.99 plus shipping. Next up is this gorgeous Jadeite Fire King Batter Bowl Anchor Hawking Fire King. You guys saw our video of us going to the auction. You saw that we got this at the auction. I'll try and put a little link up top and you guys can watch that video. So this did not last long, and it sold for $62.39 plus shipping. Let's see. I know I have one more. Oh, yep, here we go. Got a couple more. So I've been running a sale on eBay, and it's been helping tremendously. As you can see, we sold 11 things on eBay. So here you have an electronic dartboard. Comes with a desktop stand, sound effects, the whole shebang, still in the package. And this sold for $17.99 plus shipping. Always plus shipping. Next up is, so I got this at the first and only yard sale of the season. It is a bottle cutting kit, and I threw in the finishing kit with it too. I picked this up at the yard sale earlier this month, and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. So this ended up being a good buy. Didn't have it for too long. Paid $3. Good profit on that. And then we have this guy. This is a vintage Alpha Fountain #2 syringe, wooden box, vintage advertising. Pretty cool stuff here. So yeah, so the buyer was I took a best offer on this. It's been around for forever. Took a best offer on this for $18 plus shipping. Next up, I think that might actually be everything. Oh yeah, we have some clothes from eBay. Which one of these shirts sold on eBay? Not this one. This one. This is a Patagonia organic cotton blue, green, gray plaid button-up, size large, and this sold for $22 plus shipping. So speaking of clothes, we'll show you what else we sold. So I sold this vintage Shaquille O'Neal sweatshirt, and that sold on Depop, and that's going to Ireland. Shout out to my man David M, the car boot picker. So this sold for $29.99 plus shipping. And then let's see, we also sold some more clothes on eBay. Where are we at? Yes. This is a Lucky Brand Journey t-shirt, band shirt, new with tags, and I sold that for $19.99 plus shipping. And I think there's one other thing on eBay. This was that awesome vintage Canterbury Wallabies Australia men's rugby union long sleeve jersey polo shirt, 3XL, and I sold that for $29.99 plus shipping. It had a little bit of stains on it, not necessarily stains, but there was like bleeding from the green onto places of the shirt. So yeah, so I think that's everything. Oh yeah, Poshmark. And we made one sale on Poshmark, and that is this one. And this sold for $25 on Poshmark. Patagonia, nice blue and grayish tone, button-up long sleeve shirt. So yeah, that is everything that's sold on Etsy, eBay, Poshmark, Depop. No sales on Mercari and Grailed, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in.